to the On to the Next podcast. I'm your host, Alyssa, and I am so happy you are here. If you are watching this on YouTube, you will already be seeing that I have a little guest with me today. The guy who actually made the music for this podcast that we all like to bop to in the beginning and the end of it is sitting next to me today. And welcome, Oaks, to the podcast.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, so let's just get right into it. How do we know each other?
So Alyssa and I go way back to freshman year when we had our math class together. Specifically college algebra. That was her best subject. I had a hard time.
He's trying to make me look good. Yeah, so we met in math class. I didn't know it was college algebra. I was failing it tremendously, and Mr. Oaks right next to me helped me out a little bit.
You know, a little tutoring on the side for some extra cash.
Yeah.
Freshmen need some money. What can I say?
For some extra cash. So I figured I was a sophomore and you were a little baby freshman.
Yeah, you're right.
Which is crazy, and it was like first semester.
No, yeah, that is.
Right?
Yeah.
I know, yeah. When you said you were a freshman, like it wasn't freshman year, but it was your freshman year.
Yeah, it was my freshman year.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. Okay, well anyways, there you go. That's how we met. Great. We met from a university that we went to back in the day.
Shout out.
Okay, so now that you know how we met, great.
I feel like I butchered our origin story, low-key.
Why?
Anything is fun.
What else happened?
No, I don't know.
No, you're good. Okay, so what do you do, Oaks? What is your thing? Tell us about yourself.
So, what I do is mainly two things. I work with artists in like the rap and R&B space, like also kind of pop too, like, you know, dip my foot into there. And then I also make house music as an artist. Aside from a part-time job, that I also work.
So tell us your origin story, like where are you from? Because he's not from Chicago, like he came from out of state. So let's talk about that first, and then we'll talk about the music and everything.
So I'm originally from South Florida, for all of you guys that don't know. And I grew up there for most of my life, up until I was 18, and then I went to play soccer in Chicago.
at the university. We're not trying to expose the name, even though you can literally go on my Instagram and find it, but I just don't want to do that. But anyways, okay, So you came out here, so big difference, you're from Florida, so lots of love with the heat out there. How is Chicago weather for you?
It's very different from Florida. That's literally the first question everyone always asks me. They're like, I can't believe you came from Florida to Chicago. Like, what do you think of the winter? It's grown on me, you know.
Are you used to it now?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to have seasons, you know, especially like coming from a place that has like basically a year-round summer. It's grown on me, but I do miss Florida a lot. Like, Florida's like the place where I think I see myself the most.
Yeah, it's your home.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it makes sense for you and what you do with he surfs and does other things.
Yeah, exactly.
So it makes a lot of sense for you to stay out there.
Yeah, it's hard to surf in Chicago.
Lake Michigan.
I mean, you can. There's people that do it, don't get me wrong. But I think people would look at me a little silly if I pulled up to like Michigan Ave with a surfboard.
That would be so funny though. I would love to watch that.
I could though. That would be a good stunt.
That could be like a little like in the middle of like winter.
It's actually a really good idea.
It's actually good content.
Yeah, no, genuinely.
Yeah.
New single. Watch me surf in a place that
freeze my ass off.
Yeah.
So now that you've been here for you said this is your 5th year. So aside from obviously I'm sure coming to college out here made it easy to meet people and transition and that stuff. But in terms of music and everything, how did you get into music? Because you started as a student athlete, and then now you're fully indulging in the music world.
Yeah, or trying to immerse myself as best as possible. But that's a great question. Thank you for asking. I'd love to share.
Yeah.
So my music journey starts my senior year of high school. I had this teacher, and his name was Mr. Maxon, and he was just honestly, I mean, I'll preface by saying he's one of the most just like unbelievable people I've met. Like he was just a really big role model to me, especially for that year. And so he was actually the film teacher, and initially like we didn't have like all the equipment in there, so for the first like few weeks he was like, oh, if you got like, you could like play around like learning music production. And so I was like having a lot of fun with it, and he was like, honestly, if you want, for like this whole year, instead of grading you like on film stuff, you can just like do music stuff, and I'll just like music production, I'll just grade you based off that. And I was like, say less, like that would be like sick. And like I guess I never really like thought about how big that was, like, because that's like really kind of like when I really was like first got into it, and like and it was just like really helpful, right, to like know that I could like go back to class, and like also like the stuff that I was like passionate about, I could also like, I don't know, just go back and show my teacher. I didn't realize how much of an impact that had on me, like in order to like start my like the process of just getting into music production. It was just like super helpful to have someone like, not only that was a role model, like encouraging me to pursue it, and like also not only like providing me the framework of like a literal class to just like pursue something that I'm passionate about, like, and get graded for it. So he was an absolute legend for that. And he really, yeah, kind of set me off on the path to just like teach myself, basically. Like the biggest thing that he was preached was like, you can just like learn it yourself. Like you don't need me to teach you anything. Like just like go learn it yourself, and like come show me after. And so it like got me into the cycle of like, I mean, I'd already, I guess, been used to learning music, like, because it really starts when I learned guitar for the first time. I would just watch YouTube tutorials, and that's how I became a amateur guitarist.
You can't own up to it. You're not amateur.
No, I mean, like, there's a big difference between like amateur and like
yeah.
I'm an intermediate guitarist.
Okay, that's fair. And it's self-made too, right?
Yeah, self-taught.
Self-taught, I meant. Okay, cool.
Back to the main point of it, he set me off on that path to just like kind of teach myself, along with like a few other people that kind of like, that were also like producers that were my friends in high school, that could like also, or one of my friends specifically, was like extremely helpful, like send me a bunch of like drum sounds and stuff like that to like get me going. That led me on the path to just start learning music. And then when I got into college was when I like just met more friends that like I could just like play stuff for and like rap with, like freestyle with, like my roommate, and some of the other friends that I made that semester. And then it wasn't really until like sophomore year that I really like, where I met artists in Chicago, and I kind of like broke into meeting like actual people, and like getting into like the studio, and just meeting all like the artists around here and the people that are just like a part of the community.
Yeah. How do you think that meeting the people that are like actually in the scene currently, has that helped you?
Oh yeah, 100%. It was like, I would say like the most progression I had done as a producer wasn't until like I started like just hanging out with like artists and like producing for them, like actually like while they're like literally like with me. Yeah, I mean, I definitely like wouldn't have like the skill set I would have like now, or just like be comfortable like to just bring an artist in, right, and know that I can just like whip something up and not like feel like, oh no, I'm not gonna know what to do, mainly because I've like gotten the practice from working with all the artists.
Yeah, that's good. That makes sense. I think that definitely learning also and while doing is a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think like so you have two different kind of genres that you work with, I feel like, is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Can you explain that more?
Yeah, totally. So on the one side, you kind of have like me as a producer on like just the back end, so I'm just sending out the music to artists.
And what kind of music is that?
Mostly centered around rap, like hip, trap music, R&B, and like all the types of beats that range in that space, because there's like so many different types of beats, right? Like every state has their own sound.
Okay.
you know, there's like West Coast beats, like the West Coast sound, the Detroit sound, the Florida sound, the Chicago sound, yeah, etc. And then on the other side is the house music, where I release stuff as the artist, which I also enjoy a lot because I get to have like full control kind of just over the whole creative vision from start to finish, which is like cool and fun.
Okay, so going off of those things, you do a lot of traveling, right?
Yeah.
I think you do.
Yeah, give or take, yeah. For the most part. Or at least I try to. Like, that's, at least, like, going forward in my life as well, I would like to, like, spend a lot of it, like, traveling and seeing the world.
Yeah. And so you're into, I would say you're into photography. Would you say that?
Yeah, like,
Not like with, like,
yeah,
not like
like
a dramatic photography, but I think you...
Yeah, I'm not, like, pulling up with, like, a big DSLR.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, you
but
have an
yeah, I
eye
have a
for
film
it.
camera, and I do it recreationally.
Yeah. And then that's how you like design your albums and stuff, or
yeah, for all the cover art, I use my film pictures.
okay. Do you think that? Do you think like? I thought you were gonna say more, and then you stopped talking.
Okay, I'll elaborate on it.
Okay.
Yeah, so for all my cover art that I do at least for like stuff on the house side,
Mm-hmm.
I use like I try to use like most of my film pictures to just create the brand or create the imagery behind the brand.
Okay. And what's your brand? Like, what do you kind of go for in terms of house stuff?
So in terms of house, the genres that like my sound are in are kind of like, it would either be like tech house and minimal like / deep tech is what they call it on Beatport. And then I guess the other stuff would be more like kind of poppy like house, but like also tech house. I don't know, the whole like, especially in like the EDM like sphere, like the genres are so like convoluted. Like I mean, like there's like obvious distinctions, and like you can tell when something's like techno, right, versus like tech house versus deep house, but a lot of like the lines are kind of just blurred as people get creative and make stuff.
And what is your, as of right now, what like little goals do you have with each like realm that you're in terms of house versus hip hop, or not verse, but you know?
So on the hip hop side, I think my main goal would be to get like a placement that would like secure me kind of like a contract with a label, and I would get recurrent revenue from that. That's like the dream as a producer.
Okay.
On that side. And then on the other end, it would be like with the house stuff, it would be just getting up the streaming numbers, increasing my digital presence.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Do you want to share what upcoming exciting thing you have?
That is right. How could I forget?
How could you forget?
Yeah, so I actually do have a single coming out on the 27th of this month.
October 27th.
So 2 and weeks and like 5 days from when this is posted.
Yeah, pretty much. Like less than 3 weeks.
No, wait, 2 weeks and 3 days.
Math. What happened to your math skills?
I've been out of school for like 6 months, and I'm already
don't know how to act.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, we can talk about more. We'll like plug that at the end too, your socials and stuff. That's all very exciting, and you know, rooting for you on your journey. Now let's talk about why you're really here. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, but I do have some questions I want to ask you for the guy's POV, because I do get people DMing me questions that they want a guy's answer. So, are you ready?
Never been more ready.
Okay, well, I actually have a question that isn't a DM. I just have a question that I've always been curious. How do men organize, like, their life?
I think that depends from male to male. I mean, like, my dad, for example, is, like, very disorganized, but it works for him. Like, he never has like any problems because of it.
Mm-hmm.
But like on the opposite end, like I'm like extremely organized, like OCD. Like I like to like keep my room a certain way, so I guess it's like subjective.
So for like planning, for planning, like if you have to plan like meetings, or if you're planning like what?
They meant like organized, like how you keep like your space.
I didn't, but I was gonna let you talk because you were answering it. I could have also specified. I've always been curious on how a guy like processes their day. Do you know what I mean?
I need to be like better about how I organize my day.
Okay.
But being honest to everyone.
Yeah.
But
So you thought I meant like physically organize your room?
or just like be organized in life.
In life,
right?
I do mean in life, and that was part of the answer in a different category. But my main thing is like I just don't. I'm very intrigued because I feel like guys just live their life like with no structure, and it somehow works for them. And I'm generalizing, of course. But like for you, like if you like have, like if you're meeting, I don't know, do you meet friends for lunch? No, you guys don't do like
Yeah.
like you know like how girlies like go out for lunch with their friends or get dinner and get wine night. Like when I have like plans like that, I like put it in my calendar and I like have like a system. Like do you have a system for like things like that?
You know, I would like to say that if I was a responsible person and like probably doing what I should be doing, I would have some sort of like planner like for the week,
Okay.
because I think that's a very good habit that people can have for like so many different reasons. But for me, I guess I've been kind of winging it. You know, Apple Reminders is great. And I don't know, I guess it's just all in my head.
Okay, you just hope you don't forget it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I've done it like that my whole life, so I'd hope I've gotten like good at remembering my
Yeah.
schedule.
Like if you have like an important like day or like an important like
For
event.
appointments,
Yeah.
definitely, I'll always set a reminder just for like the morning of.
Okay. The
That's-
morning of. You just make it work. I'm so unhinged. Okay.
Oh god, everyone's gonna know how.
How your mind works, your unhinged mentalities. Okay, you know what? If it works, I'm not hating. I'm just simply just curious. Because that's what I figured. Like, I figured they just fucking wake up and they're like, oh, shit, I have a doctor's appointment today. Like, as a girl, I have to, like, prep, like, okay, today's Monday, on Thursday I have a doctor's appointment, so I have to do this before, I have to do that. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like,
You have nothing else to say because you can't go against it.
no, I mean, I will say this. I like would like to be more like that.
Okay. So always room for progress, right?
Exactly.
Always room for growth.
New Year's coming around. Resolution. Start having a planner.
Get a little weekly planner. And what would it say? Like, can you imagine like your day? Like, would you break it down like step by step or just like big stuff?
I would probably do it step by step. I think it's just like it's really good if you want to have like a productive schedule, right? Because like if you see what you have to do and like you can like physically cross out, I think it just like does so much. And like, I mean, at least for me, like I guess I'll find myself like stressing sometimes because I wish I did just have it written down because I'm like, am I forgetting something? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also now that I'm remembering, I guess like when it came to like school, I would just have like I guess a planner, but like in my like notes, and I would just like write out
Okay.
all my assignments. So like I would have like a to-do list, but like I wouldn't like set it for like tomorrow and be like, all right, I'm gonna do it at this time. But like that's really good. Like people, I think like that's like I think it's just like a basis for like a basic an entry quality for an entrepreneur, right? Like
Yeah. Being able to totally
yeah.
just having that discipline, for sure. Okay, I just was curious. You proved me right. So thanks. There's no structure, it's just figuring it out. I'm just kidding. No, but at least you're it's working for you.
Yeah,
is it
you
not?
really you got you really got me with that one.
No, and I'm not even trying
I
to.
didn't even like. Oh yeah, fair. Fair
Okay,
play.
thank you. Okay, so the biggest question I have girls asking, and they want a guy's POV, is on ghosting. What are your thoughts?
Like it's fucked up. Just like I feel like just like be honest. I don't know.
So have you ever ghosted somebody?
No, I mean like actually like kind of, but like not really. It was like a justified like ghosting, right? Like in the scenario, like there was nothing else for me to do except for that, because like we weren't gonna do long distance.
Okay.
So I guess like one time kind of, but like not even really.
But
Like
was there
it wasn't
communication that it was done, or did you just like completely like?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so
Oh
I
yeah, I
think that's
forgot
ghosting.
ghosting is like it's when you just like are like
Bruh, what do you think ghosting is? Like you just physically leave and disappear?
no, like
Because
you
in
just
theory
stop
you
talking
did,
to someone.
and you do.
No, it's just in general like you stop talking to someone, like you just like
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but to me ghosting is like just okay, we're doing amazing, and then tomorrow's fucking let's say
Yeah,
tomorrow-
more severe. Yeah.
Like yeah, like you just wake up one day and you just like do not hear a single thing, like radio silence. Like if there was communication to that, I don't think that's ghosting. Right?
I agree.
Do you like? Because obviously there's different levels of ghosting. If it's like some girl like you just like hooked up with once, or if it's just like more serious in terms of like you guys are consistently talking. Like, do you know what I mean? There's different levels. But do you know, or have you, or do you know people who like will just ghost because they just like don't want to deal with the conflict or like talk to them?
Yeah, of course. Some of my friends.
Do you know
Don't
the
give a
reasoning?
Don't give a fuck, Keisha.
Bruh, no, but
I can't say. I can't be on.
Why? You can swear.
No, but I can't say fuck, Keisha. That's like they really. I don't know.
Okay.
No, actually, that's fine. That's just a
It's
fine
you're
reference.
quirky.
It's a fine reference.
Yeah, you're just throwing it back. Okay, no, I need to know, is there a reasoning? Do you have a reasoning for why people ghost? Or is it just because their boys just don't want to like deal with it?
Yeah. I mean, like, at least like from my perspective, I think it's like a little immature. I feel like it's kind of like a avoiding your problems kind of thing. But like maybe I don't know, teach their own, because like it's also like could be like beneficial in some ways. But
Have you ever been ghosted like by a girl?
not really, no.
Okay, so I guess you're not a good person to ask.
Yeah,
for this
actually-
question, which is a good thing. I'd hope like I'd rather you
No, I feel like most
as a
people like
person would have what go.
yeah, I guess like most people like at the end of the day, like I feel like we didn't end on like a negative note.
If there was at least like communication.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's fair. I've had a few people like I think I have to just ask a different guy. Like and that I mean that in the nicest way. That's a good thing. You shouldn't. I'm glad you don't have
Drink side face.
ghosting experience. But I there's someone I can ask that I know will have answers because he does it. He's a little douche for it. You know what I mean? So that's good. You're doing good. Okay, next question is, let's go over. I'm gonna ask. I didn't ask you the most iconic question that I ask every guest.
I'm so excited.
I'm so sorry. What era?
Yeah, what am I just like not good enough? Like,
Fuck. What era are you in right now? Do you know what that means?
yeah, of course.
You like
I'm
it?
in touch with pop culture.
I'm just checking it.
Married to the game,
Married to the game. And what's the game?
the grind.
Married to the
music
grind. Okay. That's fair. That's accurate.
No, but the saying is like married to
I
the
know.
game.
I just needed to specify like what game. I knew what game you were talking about. I needed it to be clear, you know?
Yeah.
So your dedication is to the game. So you're just in your grinding era. How's
Yeah.
that?
It's you know, technically I'm a starved artist, but
No, what did I say? You're up and coming.
Up and coming
You're an up and
starved
coming
artist.
artist. You have to turn the switch the narrative.
Tomato.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you for answering that. I forgot. That was supposed to be my first question after we talked about how we met. But all is well. That will just be a little trickled in to this. Okay. The question I wanted to ask you, I'm asking every person that I talk to. Tell me icks about whoever you're interested in. So icks, if you're interested in girls, what are icks about girls that you have? And like, what is an ick to you? Is an ick like a physical thing? Is it like a tick? Is it like
It's like just like lack of hygiene.
Okay.
Maybe like being mean to their grandma. I don't know.
How would you know they're mean to their grandma?
Yeah, pull up to the Thanksgiving gathering.
See the vibes.
Or the Yom Kippur.
Yeah, the gathering and see the vibes. You don't have like, you don't like if you're like talking to a girl, you don't have like an instant like, what's like an instant like yay or nay?
I mean, I guess if I'm like already talking to you, like it's like already a yay. Like otherwise
Okay.
I would be up talking to you. So, on top of that,
Okay.
I guess personality traits, maybe like, I guess just like,
You can say whatever you want.
I'm trying to think of the word. I just can't remember it. It's like I don't know. Just think like that. They're like, I don't know.
Like describe it.
No, I actually don't know.
What's
I
the
need to
word
think
you're-
about it, actually. Besides being mean to their grandparent and having poor hygiene.
That's the bare minimum.
I'm easy.
Okay.
Easy to impress. No, I'm kidding. I mean, like, I have a lot of icks, but I think a lot of my icks like are probably stuff like people wouldn't
Well,
agree with me if I said
say
them.
say
out loud.
them, please. That's the point. I need to hear these so like we can like have this discussion. Because I have specific icks too that I don't think everyone would agree with.
No, but like in a sense of like how nice they are.
That's an ick.
No, like, I don't know if I can say them, like, in a sense of, like, because they're just, like,
Can you say
objectively, like, bad. I don't know, I've never thought about it. I
You
guess I don't have any.
you just take whatever you can get?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you got arms, legs, a mouth, a functioning brain, I guess.
That'd be a bit of
We're
a-
good, yeah.
Dude, you can't think of an ick. Like, come on. Like, if you're talking to a girl and she's like, what, like, you don't have any vibe that's like a no? Like, what vibes give you, like, no, I'm not gonna, like, talk to her again?
Oh, you know what?
Let's hear it.
Girls that, like, think angel numbers are true.
Why did I know it was gonna be something so specific? It's just so delusional, you can't have it.
Yeah.
It's not there for you.
It's just like, get a grip.
Wake up, get a sense of reality.
I'm just kidding. I respect angel numbers. Hello.
Hello.
I guess the icks are like, I don't know. If, I mean, as long like, I feel like I have good judgment of character too. Like, you asked a good question that like helped me think about it though. You were like, imagine yourself, you're talking to a
Yeah.
what something that would like gross you out, give you like a probably her
Literally,
breath smelled bad.
literally the bare minimum. So you have no icks.
no okay, I do. If I guess like
What?
what would you think an ick would be like
For a boy?
for a girl, or yeah, I guess for a boy.
For a girl? You can't think of one? You're asking me what I icks for girls? Is this amateur hour?
It's actually pro PM right now because I'm about to give you some great answers.
Okay, let's go.
Especially after that, like, super, what's the word? That was, like, so witty, that remark.
What I just said.
No, my response, pro PM.
It was so witty.
Probably, like,
Dude, you're killing me.
what have other guys
You know what?
said? Stop, don't say it like that.
Oh, sir. Listen to me. You know what? We're gonna flip the narrative. You are such a good guy. You have no icks. You would just live
I'm
your
an
life.
accepting person, I guess.
You live your life loving everybody, and no one gives you an ick except for people with bad hygiene and people who are mean to their grandparents. You are an angel walking on this earth.
That's me.
You're just doing it all. Okay, we're gonna skip that question because that was rough. We'll talk about that off camera. Because this
Honestly,
is
if you
rough.
kept it at that,
I'm going to keep this put in. Okay, going off, I don't know if you're going to answer this because you just have no icks in people, so I can't imagine you have this answer. But do you have, what are red flags in girls?
Okay, that might be a little bit easier to answer.
Okay.
I think like an unwillingness to admit like fault.
Okay.
Just because like that was just something that I guess I dealt with in the past with
Okay.
the significant other. But I guess there's a lot of red flags.
Well, say some. You make up for lost time because you had no icks.
I have no icks. A lot of red flags. I mean, if she has a heroin addiction, I mean.
You go so extreme. Like, let's just. OMG.
We'll back
Okay.
it up a few steps.
Okay, let's go like in between like not taking fault and heroin addiction. Like, what is the in between red flags?
I guess that would be like spitting on puppies.
I knew something ridiculous.
Alright, no, I'm sorry.
We're so close.
Yeah.
Come on. Reel it in.
I'm reeling it in. I guess some other red flags I could think of would be, like how a person treats like just like their parents or right, because that's like a good like signifier of how they're gonna treat you
Yeah.
down the line. Some other red flags like maybe just like an unwillingness to compromise, like that's like kind of the main thing. I feel like if someone's like willing to compromise, like everything else could be like kind of talked through from there.
Okay.
And like if someone's like, I don't know, just like doesn't seem like they're like level-headed, like that would kind of like pull me away, but only for like in a relationship sense, like not for the night, you know.
Never for the night.
Yeah.
Okay, has there been like, have you been like really liking someone and then they do something that you're like, fuck, I can't, like that was just like too much, like I can't even put up with that, or like are you able to like, can you kind of be convinced otherwise?
That's a really good question. How far into it are we?
In what?
Into this like relationship, like in this scenario?
You're talking pretty good, like you're consistent,
Yeah.
consistently talking, but you're not necessarily like dating, like boyfriend and girlfriend.
And then I find out that
But like you like her and
they
like
have superpowers.
yeah, like some insane shit happens, but like you like her. Okay, do you get my question though?
Yeah. I guess it also comes down to like how severe this thing is. Like, are they like like, are they like making me like have like a threesome, or are they like
So is that a good or bad thing?
If it's with a girl, that's a good thing.
You said making me have a threesome. Again, you are too much. So you wouldn't have a threesome with a boy?
No, I don't think I could be comfortable with that.
But you could do two girls.
I guess.
I know, if you're forced.
Yeah, if I have to.
If they break your arm and make you do it.
Yeah.
You know? Twist your
Hold
arm.
me at gunpoint.
You might have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take one for the team.
So nothing's a deal breaker.
Oh no. Okay. Actually, no. There would be deal breakers. Like,
Okay.
yeah. Like, I guess like being realistic, not joking around. If like I was talking to someone for a while, like, and then I found out some crazy thing, like, dependent on the severity of it, like, can we like accept that like maybe, I don't know, like it's not for me or for you, it's not for both of us, so yeah, I mean,
okay, so
I feel
nothing like crazy, that's like pretty average.
yeah, but like I can't imagine like someone's like really gonna pull out of their hat like something
Like
ridiculous. I mean, like unless like they have like kids, maybe like
okay.
I guess that would like be a little like jarring. It'd probably make me like, just because like I think I'm not ready.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I don't know. I think I took care of kids for a few summers, so
You
maybe
figure
I
it
am.
out. You'd buckle down.
But I can figure it out. But do I want to like do that?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Right now, no.
Okay. So that's fair. It's just pretty average. Like, again, the bare minimum with you. Just the bare minimum.
Sure.
Okay. I had another question. Okay. I have like one more question, maybe. I think. So, what apps are you on, and what do you like? What is the dating life in terms of like apps? Dating apps, I mean.
Well, in the past, I've partaken in the likes of Tinder,
Okay.
Bumble,
Okay.
and Hinge.
How do you set up your profile as a guy?
I would try to put something like that's like the equivalent of like a hook as the first picture. You know, your classic storytelling.
Okay.
Shout out Aristotle. Yeah, his I think he was the one. Whatever.
Okay.
Generally, though, I think like he was the one that came up with the original like the plot structure.
Oh yeah, I think he was.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you like.
So yeah, so I stay true to Aristotle. You know, gotta open up with a hook.
What's like a hook to you?
I guess a picture that's like says like that makes the viewer like see enough but not enough so that they want to go through more of your pictures.
Okay, that's fair. And then.
And then I'll try and keep it. No, actually, I'll let you.
Go, say it.
No, I'll ask your question.
No,
first.
what are you gonna say?
I was just gonna like continue going about how
Oh no, continue.
how I think about the rest of the pictures.
Okay, go.
Well, I guess like thinking, I would, and then I try to have some like, I work at a camp, so some pictures with my kids. You know, I feel like
To show you're a family guy.
yeah, responsible. Pictures of other stuff, what I'm passionate about. So like I think there's like a clip of me like surfing or something, or like skimboarding or some. And then I think I had actually like looking back, like I think this is corny, but it was like a selfie of me with my dog.
That's such a classic.
Yeah.
I think every guy wants to show like a dog, and then like that
Yeah,
with,
'cause
like
they know.
siblings,
Yeah,
or like with like baby like siblings, like cousins,
yeah,
like
of course.
yeah, because they know like that's girls. They see it.
But are they really good with kids?
Guess we'll never know. Okay, so that's like a classic like guy
Yeah,
POV.
it's been a bit, so, but that's like remembering back, that's how I think my pictures were, or
And
something like that.
yeah, like same energy. And then what? Do you think that when you were on those apps, or if you're still on them, do you think you get more girls who message you first, or do you seek them more?
Well, Bumble, of course, the girl has to message first.
Yeah.
And then on Tinder, I guess it's like it was like a 50-50 for the most part, or like no, I guess I found myself like reaching out maybe more.
Okay.
I feel like it's just like girls expect the guy
I think
to
Tinder's
reach
the
out.
most like unhinged.
Yeah,
Like
Tinder's
you can just fucking go crazy and like no one cares. I
Yeah.
feel like.
yeah.
Like it's less to me. Do you think are they all like hookup apps to you?
So here's how I see it.
Okay.
You have Tinder, and you have Bumble.
Okay.
And then you have Hinge.
Okay. Let's break them down.
And I think Hinge is just on top because it's just like it's like bougie Tinder. I think
Okay.
that's what Hinge, like the best way to describe Hinge is like bougie Tinder / Bumble. But I don't know. I felt like Hinge was the best because it I don't know, I feel like it just like had the best of Tinder, the best of Bumble. So
Okay.
shout out to the
Hinge. If you want to
team.
sponsor me,
yeah, seriously.
I'll get on it.
Give me some
and-
free boosts
Yeah.
and stuff, or whatever they're called in Hinge, I forget.
Okay, that's fine. So,
Roses, that's what it was.
what are they called?
I think in Hinge it's like roses or something.
I've never been on Hinge. I've only done Tinder, but that was like less, like before I was,
Hinge
that was
just
in
like
college.
and just like the aesthetic of the like interface, just like I don't know, just like more bougie.
And then, so are they all hookup apps too, or do you think one is more serious?
No, they're all like hookup apps or designed to delete kind of
Okay.
things.
So either one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Now, do you ever get any like Instagram DMs of like girls hitting you up, or do you hit up girls through Instagram?
I do not get DMs unless it's people asking if they can use my picture as a muse for their painting. And then they ask,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
and then they ask for my like bank account information. I give it to them, you know, like because why not? No, I'm kidding. I do get a lot of those in my DMs, but other than that, no, I don't really get hit up from girls in the DMs yet.
Now after this, you might.
Yeah, seriously.
Does
Hopefully, I mean.
do you ever hit up girls on Instagram DMs?
Yeah, I forgot to answer that part of it. In the past, I'll admit, I've definitely slid into a few DMs.
Yeah.
But I feel like, yeah, I don't think it's weird. I
don't
feel
think
like
it's weird either.
it's just like a comfortable, easy way to like start a conversation with someone for like both ends. Like,
And have you had success from those DMs? Like, do you have like, how do you like? Do you say hey? Like, do you have like more like quirky like, you know?
I just send a picture of.
What, you're gonna say something so ridiculous.
No, I'm just gonna sound myself all mad. But yeah, wait, what was the thing?
Okay, so how do you get like how do you get attention? Like, how do you get these girls' attentions? Like, do you have like a quirky like slide in? Do you just say hey?
So usually I'll just like wait, this is DMs, not dating apps.
Yeah, we could do dating apps after.
Because different approaches, of
Okay,
course.
let's hear it.
But with the DMs, yeah, like I feel like you can get like creative with it. Like the best thing that I saw recently, he like got all his friends, and they like came together and they like did a cover of I forget what song it was, but like with like the harmonization of like all their voice, like it actually like sounded good.
Okay.
And it was just like the words were like rearranged so that like instead of like saying the punchline, it was like, oh, well, you're going to date with like me, and I thought that was like really cool.
Clever.
Yeah,
Is it on TikTok? Did you see that?
probably.
I saw something similar on TikTok recently, with like a guy group like playing the guitar and harmonizing and.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I'm sure it's many guys have done it, but I kind of get the vibe.
yeah. But wait, I don't. I guess like what I would say, yeah, if I was like hitting up the DMs, I'd probably just like try and keep it like light, like not like do something too like extra. You know what I mean? Like not trying to like do too much, but like
Yeah, enough to make yourself known.
like probably like a little like, hey, what's going on? You know, maybe
Nice.
like a little exclamation point to like add a little bit of
Spice.
yeah, you know, a little bit of like liveliness,
Yeah. Okay.
life,
Okay. Do you think
personality.
like I've had guys who DM me and they like do research on my stuff first? Like they like kind of like do like a quirky DM to like something I posted
Yeah.
recently. Like, have you done that? Like, do you think that's valid?
So, like, I do that, but not with the DMs. Like, I would do that with
Okay.
the dating apps. But I guess that's like probably
That
a
makes
smart way
sense.
of like doing the DMs. I think it's like, I guess like in my head it's a little bit weird, but it's not. I guess it's just the same thing. But yeah, like
Yeah.
usually with like Tinder and whatnot, I would like go through and like if I can like find something that I thought would like be like a good way to say like a quirky comment, like
Yeah.
usually that's where like I would I guess try and start, unless I was like feeling myself, then I'd say some like
Something douchey.
yeah, you know, like I'd wild out a little more, but
Okay, that's fair. Let's see. Do you have anything like that you think girls should know when they're like talking to a guy? Like how to like navigate that? Like what? Like just like give me a few seconds like how guys think in terms of like with girls.
Men are simple creatures, right? You know,
Okay.
we don't ask for much.
Yeah, as we learned today, the bare minimum is all you need.
That should be the the title.
Honest to God.
Anything goes with it.
Anything goes.
I believe that's such a bad image for
Anything-
myself, though. But like, I think people like just like
I
take it
think-
as a joke and like good humor.
Yeah.
I think people won't even like take me that seriously. Hopefully.
I think you'll be fine. No, I think that. I mean, I think you answered like a guy. Every answer you said it was like a boy, like how I think guys think. So if people are shocked by this, then like regroup because this is how they think. Right?
Oh God, maybe I need to do some self-reflecting.
No, it's just like I do think guys are simple, the bare minimum. If I think guys are visual, and if you're visually attractive, they'll be able to distract if you're a bitch, for the lack of better words. I think bitch is empowering.
Well,
But
I think there's
guys take that.
beauty in like you know, you can find beauty in like different like things. You know, if like
Mm-hmm.
girls more bitchy, there's like something attractive about that. But like, there's
Mhm.
also something attractive when she's like, you know, like a nice and sweet, more like ice bubbly.
Okay.
Um,
So just confirm, anything goes. you can find something in anyone.
you know what they say? She has legs and arms.
Yeah, literally. The rest you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so you have no thoughts, no advice for girls. You said guys are simple creatures.
No, yeah, I mean, no, I could definitely help you girls out.
The expert over here. Let's hear it.
I mean, in male psychology, or what if I like give some sort of like, some like guy secret?
Please.
No, I won't do all my dogs dirty
Come
like
on
that.
now.
But like,
What can you tell me after? Like a guy secret.
yeah, I honestly don't. I need to like think of it too.
You're like, I want to do my dog dirty. You just don't have anything.
Cop 4K.
Bruh,
Literally
okay.
cop 4K.
Yeah.
You know.
You know, I usually don't prep my guests. I think yeah, I should have prepped you.
Ugh, that hurts.
I'm just kidding. You're doing great.
No, I don't know why. It's just these questions. I don't know why it's just the relationship. Like, these questions have just got me. Like, because I guess I don't think about this stuff. Like, alright, I do. Maybe. Alright, I need to, like, give a good answer for this. Like, I can't, like, not have at least, like, one.
It's like your last answer.
I know. I feel like. Such an idiot. I don't know. I feel like also it's just, like, every guy's so different. So, like, things that make other people tick
Yeah.
might not make other people tick.
Well, you're speaking on your own experience, obviously. I generalize when I talk about guys and girls, but like, I know someone out there's gonna relate to it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Facts.
So, what are your thoughts like on when you're like in the talking phase? Do you think that when girls are talking to more guys, like if girls are talking to multiple different guys, like do you look at the girl differently or no because you're doing the same thing?
Yeah, I mean, like, no, if I'm doing the same thing. Yeah. But, like, I feel like that's why, like, communication is important. Like, if, like, I don't know, I guess if you're, like, alright, I'm done with that, and, like, just, like, tell the other person, like, I don't know, and see if they want that too.
Do you know of any like double standards with like dating or talking to people, or just like talking in general with people like that you feel like are valid?
Double standards. I feel like there's a lot of guy double standards.
In what way?
You know, we're just expected to initiate everything. Because it's seen as masculine.
Are you not
And
about
I just don't understand these norms in society.
that? Okay, so you're open-minded, you're progressive.
Yeah, you know, I want to see more women hit on me.
Okay, you want to be catcalled?
Yeah. objectified a little more.
Oh my god. So women objectify him. That's what he wants. That's how he'll feel love and
Please
validation.
objectify me, Jesus.
Stop. Okay, we're wrapping this up with one last question. What is something you think girls should know when they are in the dating scene with guys? I feel like girls are always like tweaked out. They can't tell like what the vibe is. Like they don't know like if the guy's a fuckboy. Like what are like some like signs, or what is something that girls should know, or like a little tip and trick to kind of get that sorted out?
I guess, I mean, like, I feel like some of these things are kind of obvious. Like,
Okay.
I mean, like, I feel like you can kind of tell whether, like, someone's, like, being honest or not. I mean, like, I guess with some people, like, there's really good at hiding it, but,
Mm-hmm.
like, I feel like you know the type of person someone is, or at least maybe you think you do.
Oh, there you go. And to the trust issues. I see.
But, I guess, like, yeah, I mean, you can kind of tell if, I think, like, I'd hope someone would be able to differentiate between, like, a partner that's, like, gonna be honest to them versus, like, not, but, I don't know, I guess, like, if they're, like, doing sus stuff and, like, you know, like, gone for, like, long periods of time, right, like,
Mhm.
and, like, no communication,
Yeah.
but like not in the sense of like
I really can't.
you know what
I'm just kidding. I know what you mean. I'm totally kidding. So if someone's gone for long periods of time,
no,
and
but
they're
yeah,
being
like in the sense of like,
sus-
you know, like they like leave throughout the day and they're like, oh, like what are you doing, like coming home late, I mean, like, you know, like in,
like the basics that we see and like know of in terms of like when people
yeah,
are,
you
like,
can tell by someone's like like behavioral
Yeah.
patterns, like
yeah.
kind of what they're doing with their time, unless they're a psychopath, then you have no idea.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me before we wrap this up?
Yes, I do have a question for you.
Okay, what is it?
If you were any animal in the jungle, what would you be and why?
A monkey. So I can just dilly-dally and swing and also like kind of have like human-like tendencies still. That's the first thought. I feel like that's the most low-key.
Very, very good answer. I could see that.
You can see me as a monkey.
Yeah.
Swinging along. Living through
Swinging
life.
along, singing her song.
Living my life. Okay. Oh, I have one more question I forgot to ask you. So you have like 12 Instagram accounts. When you DM girls, which one do you use? Or all of them?
Yeah, I switch it up to like, you know,
Keep them on their toes.
yeah, and so like, no one like, you know, can like figure out like,
Keep the mystery.
yeah, it's not like one account with like all of them. It's
Okay.
like you have to like slowly uncover everything, you know.
Do you have one that or do you just use your basic like original IG?
So for the most part, like, I guess I reside the most on like probably Ide Oaks,
Okay.
but then also Oaks Where You At. I guess I don't really go as much on like my main Instagram. I even like made it private. It's like,
You didn't make it private?
yeah.
Okay. I was just curious if like what account you DM girls on. Because I feel like your OG one, if you're private, it would just be funny because it's like a little picture of like baby you. You know what I mean? Like you're like a kid, aren't you?
Yeah.
So like with one of your friends.
You're so right.
So like that would be, oh no, I'm giving you tips and tricks.
No,
How to
that's so
fix
funny.
it.
No, but like I actually thought about that. Like now you say, like I remember like being like, when people like find my Instagram, they're like gonna be so confused because they're gonna be like, what the hell, like.
This fucking 12-year-old is DMing me.
Yeah, like what's going on? And actually, so the picture like that that is the profile picture. Is like it's a picture of me and this kid named Hugo, and he's from France, and I haven't seen him in like literally like 15 years. But like mutual friends like have like spent time with him, like amazing dude, by the way. It was just funny because it was a funny way for us to like reconnect.
That is funny.
But yeah, shout out Hugo.
That's why I was asking, simply because of your profile picture. Okay, that's all. I'm done with the questions. If you have no more questions for me, tell your things. What are you up to these days?
So yeah, you guys can find all of my house music stuff at Oaks WYA, and then all of like the rap / like R&B stuff is on Oaks.
On Instagram.
Yeah, and then you guys can also find a music label that I co-founded with one of my best friends that I met here, and that is Lost Waves Records.
On Instagram and website?
Yes. The website is lostwavesrecords.com.
Cool. There you go. And then stay tuned October 27th for his latest single.
Yeah, be on the lookout.
And how's that? You're on Apple Music, you're on Spotify?
All of them.
All of them.
Literally.
Okay.
Every single one of them. Deezer, Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify. Yeah,
Perfect.
the list goes on.
Alrighty. Well, thank you for being here today. So, do you have any last words?
I do. I guess those last words would be, you can't get found if you never get lost in the first place.
Hey, did you make that up?
Yes, kind of.
Kind of.
It
That's
was like,
giving-
it started as kind of like an inside joke between like me and my friends, but like I actually like take it to heart.
It makes sense, and it fits with your Lost Waves record
Yeah.
brand. Alrighty, thank you so much for listening today. We have a lot more fun things coming up, more guests and all the love in that realm. So please, 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 you know the drill. Follow me on my socials, share, post, all the love, like, subscribe, all the things. And then I have a link in my bio to submit some more questions you have for me or any guests that I have on the show. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you when we are on to the next episode next week. Thank you. Bye.